Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video today, as the title suggests, we're going to be discussing same-sex civil unions, specifically here in the Kingdom of Thailand, as there's been some recent news which is rather encouraging for those folks who are interested in this subject generally. Headline from the Bangkok Post, www.bangkokpost.com. Headline, Same-Sex Civil Partnership Law Hope for End of Year. This was published May 5th, 2018. Quoting directly, the French model will be adopted for the new law allowing same-sex civil partnerships, which is hoped will come into effect by the end of the year, according to a senior government official. Kurdchok Kasim Wongjit, Director General of the Department of Rights and Liberties Protection under the Justice Ministry, which is sponsoring the draft law, said the bill has been drawn up to ensure compliance with the country's National Human Rights Plan, which took effect in 2014. Mr. Kurdchok said that the meeting reached the conclusion that the legal framework will likely be modeled on the French one, in which same-sex couples will initially be allowed to enter into civil partnerships before the further step of fully legalizing a marriage is taken, he said. Quoting further, even though people of diverse sexual orientation have gained wider public recognition in Thailand, a country known for its tolerance of people of all sexualities, their rights are still not afforded full legal recognition, he said. Mr. Vitit said, this is quoting further, said that at this stage, Thailand is gradually orienting toward the registration of civil partnerships rather than taking the larger step of legalizing same-sex marriages. First off, those who are interested in this, please take a look at this article directly. Again, headline, Same-Sex Civil Partnerships Law, Hope for End of Year, May 5th, 2018, bangkokpost.com, as I paraphrased a lot of the article, and there's a little bit more nuance in there. But what can we take away from this strictly from a legal standpoint? Well, it seems that the authorities here in the kingdom are taking substantial measures toward recognition of same-sex unions. Again, they're kind of, I don't want to say behind because there's no real way of comparing different jurisdictions that way, but this stuff happened about 18, 20 years ago, or started happening in like the UK, various European jurisdictions such as the French model, which they bring up in the article. This stuff started about 20 years ago over there. The culmination, especially in the United States, sort of ended with the Windsor decision of the U.S. Supreme Court, which resulted in full recognition of same-sex marriages in the United States of America, pursuant to the provisions of the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Over here, it would seem that they're taking a much more gradualist approach. The civil unions, presumably seeing recognition at the end of this year, is sort of a baby step on the way toward full legal marital recognition pursuant to the laws of the Kingdom of Thailand. But that being said, as Thailand is a civil law system, this civil union recognition, this is a big step. This is substantial. As it's noted in the article, and it should be noted further, Thailand is a very tolerant country with respect to its attitude toward the couplings that people want to engage in, its attitude toward same-sex couples, its attitude toward the transgendered, quite frankly, are all very, very progressive in sort of a global sense. That being said, Thailand also remains institutionally, and I think paradigmatically, a rather conservative culture. And for that reason, the legal structures have not sort of caught up to the progressive nature or the tolerant nature of the people as a whole, if you will. So I think this is a good step. It definitely deals with things like next of kin status with respect to wills and estates, medical issues which may come up in the event of one same-sex partner falling ill in the kingdom and another same-sex partner under the current legal framework doesn't have a lot of rights with respect to that other partner, barring becoming a power of attorney or something. A civil union would create some rights and benefits that same-sex couples just simply do not have under the current legal framework. So how this is all going to play out remains to be seen. I'm hoping we will see this enacted by the end of the year. I think it's a good, solid step in the right direction legally, and I also think it fully reflects the way that most folks here in Thailand think on the matter. So how this will ultimately play out remains to be seen, but we're hopeful, and we will make another video on this channel or more videos on this channel as this issue evolves.